Hello, and welcome to the Dahlia World Gardens presentation of Seattle at Dawn, a Mage the Ascension Chronicle. I am our storyteller, Tim Dahlia. Thank you for joining us. And if you like this show, and you do want to see more, go ahead and catch all of our magical shenanigans over at the YouTube playlist. And while you're here, please like the video and subscribe to this channel. We'd really appreciate it. Today is a special solo session as part of a prologue to Book 8 of Seattle at Dawn, in which we will be further exploring the life of Jezebel Spinner, played by our friend Alix.
Hi, my name is Alix. I use they, them pronouns, and I am playing Jezebel Spinner. Um, very excited to see what is in store for this session, to be completely honest.
Me
There was
too.
it's gonna be good.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, speaking of, let's dive in to Seattle at Dawn here. Um, Once upon a time, you left the library and helped your commune sell strawberries and other produce at the Pike Place market. In the 3 months since, you have been caught up in events that helped form new bonds of friendship with two unlikely mages. Jezebel has saved Seattle and their population from two supernatural threats rooted in the very human evils of bigotry, zealotry, and bureaucracy. You helped kick their butts, in other words. And it's been exhilarating. You have new and old friends with whom you have promoted peace in Seattle. You've ridden a Pegasus and have read the mind of an angel. You bartered with a near god for power. And sure, you've nearly died several times. You were trapped in the internet. You've experimented with mind expanding drugs, and yes, you even participated in some minor possible necromancy. But we're going to set that aside because who are we to judge? At this point, trouble pushes the limits, and pushing the limits is how you learn and grow. Ergo, tribulation equals ascension, right? And this is where Jezebel Spinner dances. In the space between tribulation and ascension. And here we find Jezzy's mind. She is surrounded by friends and has a mission. She has power and she has wielded it wisely. So why does she feel so insecure? What is holding her back? Perhaps, as we have seen before, the tarot can help guide our understanding. Alix, it is time for us to peer into the fate of Jezebel. When you are ready, flip the card furthest to the left.
Okay. Flip card. Ooh,
Ooh, yeah, ugh, ugly.
yeah.
Oh, yes, that is the three of primordialism reversed, traditionally associated with carnality and often a symbol of overindulgence. When reversed, this can indicate pleasure and liberality. Surely, Jezebel has walked this line. How has this affected Jezebel, and what does she plan to do about it?
Jezebel has I've sort of like vacillated between the two extremes of doing nothing and doing everything all at once. So
Mhm,
I guess it sort of puts me in a place where I don't know what balance looks like
mhm.
and
It's
what to do about it. I gotta find some balance, man.
I can type, I promise. Okay, excellent. I gotta write notes down, right?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go ahead and find out what. That's the past tarot card. Let us flip the next one over, which is the present.
Okey-dokey. 5 of something, yeah.
That is a five of something. Yes, that is the five of pattern. In the five of pattern, there is a victim pictured. They are preoccupied by their limitation, lacking the inner light that would lead to ascension. They merely endure. This card is associated with anxiety, loss, and loneliness and concern. I feel Jezzy has a lot that is weighing on her. And this card, I think, sums that up succinctly.
Yeah, very much so.
Can Jezzy ascend when her mentor betrays her trust and her own insecurities are dragging her down? I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. That's the hard part. Is like figuring out what baseline is when everything that you thought was baseline has been completely upended. So I don't know. I feel like ascension is possible, but I have to get my way out of the weeds first. Because, I mean, you said that this card represents anxiety. Boy, howdy, that's one of them. Yeah, I get that.
These cards are chosen at random. I did not make this. I
I
literally
believe
don't
it.
do this, but it's great.
I believe it. It's very funny how that always plays into
It seems to
our
work.
stories.
It always seems to work, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jezzy being stuck in the weeds. Let us flip the next card over. Future card. This is a more broad, general idea. It
Mhm.
doesn't speak to anything as specific as other cards might, but this is reversed. The reversed Seven of Pattern. Yes, associated with stress. But when reversed, it also symbolizes impatience and uncertainty. The future is often unclear and very difficult to read because the fear of success is as costly as the fear of failure. And in the heat of the moment, one can be mistaken for the other. I don't
Fear
know
of
if there's.
success. Fear of success rings true
Yeah.
for me. Because, I don't know. There's a lot of things that I've done that have simply been victories. They've been good things. They've been successes. And yet and still I can't get it out of my head that something must be wrong or that I'm doing something improperly. And so fear of success and fear of failure looking the same. Yeah. I don't know which is which.
That's that is that imposter syndrome that so many of
Yeah.
us can suffer from.
Whoo. Imposter syndrome, baby. Let's talk about it.
Let's go ahead and pull the next V card. This is in this position. This card shows us potential reasons for the current state of affairs. And this is judgment. This is associated with one's avatar. It often means reunion and insight and consciousness and manifestation and a lot of other big concepts. The card itself shows an apocalypse with the children of Gaia transcending all limitations. Perhaps Jezebel's introspection can lead her to her own apocalyptical ascension.
Here's hoping. I mean, the thing the thing is that apocalyptic ascension, I like that because it has to come with a bang, you know? It can never come with a whisper. It always is an upheaval or a transformation, and I think that that's exactly what I've been looking for.
Excellent. Let's go ahead and see what the final card reveals, this being the potential of this situation. Because while you might be able to find ascension, you must be wary. The Three of Pattern, when reversed, represents mediocrity, pettiness, obstruction. It isn't unheard of for mages to resort to these baser actions in the name of ascension. And, to be honest, I don't think this would be Jezzy's first warning either.
Yeah, that's true. To not be overrun by pettiness for the sake of pettiness, to not like even get in your own way kind of thing. I don't know. That's something that I've been working on a lot, or trying to at the very least, like not standing on my own toes.
So here we leave the reading as it is. Going forward, put them aside for now. It's been a few days now. Christmas has come and gone. You spent it with your cabal mates in Aenea's sanctum because each of you were feeling more comfortable together. The news has reported the capture of domestic terrorist Ned Calhoun. Accidentally dragging the wrong thing. Calhoun, um, his attacks on the disenfranchised of Seattle has been revealed. His attempt to cover his tracks and fake his own death by bombing his bar has failed. Many of the Home Guard Solution members have been arrested. And to the shock of the media, some of the police forces have been caught in a protection conspiracy and are now suspended without pay. A internal affairs review is pending. Also, anonymous sources have been feeding the media and the public. It seems that Teki Pesci has the elite skills he's bragged about. You have not heard from Operative Watts, not that you expected to. The New World Order rarely lets any information they haven't approved of slip into the public. Aenea's hands have finally stopped bleeding, though you know she is worried about the condition returning. You don't even need to be an expert at reading minds to know that. You've witnessed her constantly rechecking what she has touched, just to see if there's any sign of leftover blood. Charlie has arranged to meet with Mark in Bellevue to help his family friend, Joel Stalker. Justice in the sleeper world moves slowly, but that should give Mark the leverage he'll need to help. Carl has accepted an apprenticeship with Animus Vox and is currently working with the Seattle Spirit Science Puppet Show. And you have left Aenea's home with Jennifer, returning to the Unity commune. The new year is approaching. You, of course, have invited Nay and Charlie to the yearly celebration, as it is almost always a guaranteed banger. And here, at your home, in late December, away from all the threats that you've faced in the recent months, what are you doing?
I think I'm probably at like my aunt and uncle's house, but not Aunt Mabel's house.
Right.
Um, and knowing me, I'm probably cooking with my aunt because it's
Hmm.
been a while since I've done that. Like, and helping my uncle and everything with like jarring and canning stuff, that sort of thing.
It's a bit late
Um,
in the season, but yes.
yeah, or pulling stuff out of the
Hmm.
pulling stuff out of our stores so that we can have it
Oh yeah.
for New
Get the
Year's
little
and
extra
stuff.
jam going for sure.
Yeah, exactly. So helping them with that kind of stuff and just sort of puttering around the house.
Mhm.
Um, thinking out loud, kind of. I don't talk to my aunt too much about the everything of it all. So I guess I'm just kind of giving her a rundown of what I've been doing for the past few months because I've been in and out of the house. Um, so yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing right now.
Okay. Kind of living life, enjoying the kind of quiet moments. Your aunt and uncle, being members of the Sahajiya commune, they're not unfamiliar with the more grandiose concepts and uh, activities of certain individuals. And while you don't go into every detail, and you certainly gloss over some of the more harrowing moments,
Yeah.
um, you definitely, have that moment to share. Like I
Yeah.
think in most of our cases, we try to talk to our parents, and yeah, we don't want to tell them all the crazy things we did.
No, just the biggest stuff, you know? Like, oh, we fought this cancel monster and it was a big deal. I read his mind, nothing serious, but everything was golden and I'm enjoying that. I don't think I've been to see Aunt Mabel yet.
Hmm.
And I
Yeah,
think
there's a tension there.
yeah. Yeah. I have gone to see Sunny.
Okay.
I have gone to see Sunny, but Aunt Mabel not so much. And I'm feeling more and more like it's time to do that, you know? I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah. The New Year's is approaching, but yeah, you get that time. You spend some of it with Sunny, just kind of checking in on her, seeing how she's doing. She's seemingly okay. She doesn't go on about Brad as much as she did 3 months ago, and that might be for the
Hmm.
best. Um,
Yeah.
sometimes that initial flare doesn't need to stay, especially when it gets annoying to the people you're talking to. But she does mention that she's enjoying her time teaching yoga. Um, that she's been hanging out with some of the other Sahajiya in the city, and that she did meet this one girl named Mia, really cool chick. Um, knows sign language, can read lips, doesn't hear, but
Oh, cool.
can dance like you've never seen anyone dance before.
I believe it.
It's amazing.
Because we can hear the music, but baby girl can feel it.
Exactly. And it seems like not Jesse, sorry, Sunny is branching out a little bit beyond. I mean, she's always been one first on the scene, doing everything. You were afraid for a while that after her experiences that she might close up. Seems okay for right now. She
That's good.
does dress a little less colorfully these days, though.
That's understandable.
And when I
I
say
mean,
less colorfully, I mean she's sometimes is like go see her, and she's actually a little bit more gothed out than you've ever seen her before. She's like,
hmm.
oh no, this is just for tonight.
I mean, you know, it's cute. She looks cute. And
She
if
does.
this is where she wants her aesthetic to be, then far be it for me to tell her otherwise. It just, I hope it doesn't signal something worse. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a phase, mom, but like maybe something to talk about.
Maybe. I don't know. That's something for later. She does go out almost every other night now. And this time, she's, like I said, she said she's going out with Mia. So,
Okay. And I haven't met him yet, have I?
you have not met her, no. But from what Jezzy described to you, she is Sahajiya like yourself.
Oh, okay, cool. I mean, not that it would have mattered. Like, it's
I mean,
cool to
she
know that she knows other Sahajiya in the city.
somewhere along the lines, as you are avoiding the library and avoiding Aunt Mabel, you get a call on your phone.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm gonna answer it.
yeah, familiar number. Uh, it's Mike from the Space Needle.
Ah, I forgot about him. I
He
answered the
doesn't.
phone immediately.
He's like, I, Jezebel. Hi, it's me, Mike. Hi, hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm really good. I just was getting the orders from how what we're gonna do now that the theater's been destroyed. Um,
Hmm.
so, I mean, it's kind of wild, but they've cordoned off certain sections, and I'll work in the museum or whatever for a little bit. It's all good. But how are you?
Honestly, pretty good. How was your Christmas?
Uh, Not bad. I mean, hung out with some family. I got some collectibles that for Warhammer, but you know,
Oh, nice.
yeah,
Very cool.
yeah, some new
I
paints.
You paint?
I mean, I try. It's it's pretty bad.
I'm sure it's fine.
I mean, you
So,
wouldn't believe it. it I wouldn't believe you. Anyway, sorry.
what's up? What made you call me?
Well, it's been a few days, and I haven't heard back from you, and I was just kind of wondering, hey, what are you doing for New Year's?
Well, I'm having a really kick-ass party at my house. You want to come?
Well, I was going to ask you to come out to the Space Needle, but honestly, might be more fun going out to see you.
Well, the last time you came, uh, I suppose I wasn't fully myself, but it'll
I mean,
be.
sure, that makes sense. I mean, pretty wild stuff going on beforehand.
Yeah, yeah, that'll do it. But yeah, it would be fun to have you over. Nay and Charlie will be here.
Oh,
Um, and I mean, you already know the rest of the people who are here. It's a pretty chill situation. I'm sure you'll have fun.
okay,
And
yeah.
then if you'd like, we can go to the Space Needle before or after.
It's a little crowded. You usually got to get there pretty early. Um, so maybe another day. but I think fireworks out on Vashon Island might be better than drones at the Space Needle.
You're damn right they will.
Okay, well, I thank you. I will see you. What time should I arrive? I mean, not that that's important, but
Well, it's a New Year's party, so the party really starts kicking in around like 11:30. We
eh,
say at 10, but show up whenever.
okay. Well, I'll be there. Not
Okay.
with bells. I'll be there. I was gonna say with bells on, but it's way past time for that, and I'm an adult.
No, you're fine. I have the bells.
Oh, okay. I don't know what that means, but okay. I will see you on the eve on New Year's Eve. It'll be great. It'll be great. I'll be fun. Let's have fun. I'll see you then.
See you then.
Okay, cool.
He's funny.
He's energetic.
He is. He's
He's
got like
enthusiastic.
golden retriever energy. It's very
Kinda
adorable.
He kinda is. So here on the commune, what else are you seeking to do?
Honestly, another thing that I want to do is probably like camp out at Snake Tongue Point for a couple days
Okay.
or just a little bit of time because I haven't been there in forever. I went there when I was angry or like kind of got there,
Mm,
but that 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 isn't the way that I want my last time there to have been.
of
So,
course. Okay. So you break out the winter gear and head out to Snake Tongue Point. What do you bring with you?
um nothing too hard. I do bring weed, but that's like my standard. A yoga mat, um some apples, a bunch of food actually, but a lot of apples as well, and maybe a couple of carrots. Um
Okay.
hmm, and my glamping set because
Glamping set. There you go.
yeah.
Nice big tent,
Yeah.
indoor, small little space heater that you can put outside to blow in,
Exactly, yeah.
air mattress.
The whole nine.
Understood. Yeah, I get you. I get that vibe. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Um, okay. So you get out there, you get yourself set up, and the sky has been overcast for a few days, but it seems to clear up at certain points in the evening.
That'll be
And
good.
it gets cold, but you don't mind. This is a place of power for you. This is a place where you feel safe.
I think. What time of day is it at this precise moment?
What time do you want it to be?
Hmm. That is a good question. We can do like the morning
Okay.
because I want to do like a sun salutation yoga routine
Okay.
sort of situation.
Excellent.
I want to center ground and really sort of give myself I need to talk to Aunt Mabel. And I know I have to talk to Aunt Mabel. And so I want to center myself so that I will know what to say or how I want to say it.
Hmm.
Because I think that's been the problem is like the lack of being able to find the words.
Mhm.
Um, and also like because of the everything of it all, I just feel kind of adrift and like I haven't honestly grounded and centered in a very long time, not in a real way. So, yeah, that's the goal.
Okay.
It's to get some deep meditation done.
Okay. Yeah. Um. Go ahead and roll your But still, yeah. Let's say just wits and meditation.
With some meditation.
Trying to think, try to clear the head.
Yeah. What is my difficulty?
Difficulty will be 6.
Okay.
4 successes.
Oh yeah, that is 4.
You
Wait a minute. There's a 7 and an 8. Am I tripping? 7 and 8 and a 10. Yeah, that's 4. Okay, I'm sorry. Never
7,
mind.
8, 10, and 10. Because the 10 counts twice.
Yeah, okay. Gotcha.
Okay. Wonderful. You feel the words kind of forming in your head. You're trying to meditation is oftentimes like trying to clear the space out of your head and get the junk out. In this case, you're doing that, but you're also trying to create that filter to let the right way of approaching this seep in. And you find yourself really feeling that well. And you get an idea that you got the right place. You got the right intent. And you slip further into that meditative state. And the moment lingers and you close your eyes so that you can see things more clearly with your inner vision. And when you open your eyes, it is nighttime. And standing, or rather, in the sky above, is the great eye, the great observer of Polaris. And you can hear him calling out to you, reaching, and he says,
Child of light.
Oop.
Child of light. Gonna erase that last one. Child of light. As you have called to me, I am calling to you. And here we are together. What is it that you see?
I seek assuredness in the world around me and in myself.
To know yourself is to know your path. I believe it is time. Drift.
and the sky above you warps, moving toward and away from you at the same time. You swoon with nausea. You shake it off and you find yourself at the entrance of a cave. This is the cave you lost. The cave of Snake Tongue Point, but hidden ever since Sonny's accident. You feel your heart almost beat into your throat. What are you doing?
Am I inside the cave or?
Not yet. Or maybe never.
Do I? It's just me here, right? Polaris isn't with me. Well,
Polaris
not like
is always with you, but Polaris has no longer taken form.
Okay.
This is you in front of the cave.
This is me. Well, me is going to go inside.
You get into the cave. It's not very deep, maybe 10 feet. You look around. It feels cold. Colder than it should be. And then near the back, you see something on the ground. Something bright and green. Plastic.
Somebody's been littering in here. I'm gonna go pick it up. Because we
You-
oughtn't litter.
You lean over and you pick it up, and it's Sunny's bracelet.
Oh.
You remember the one that she used to wear. One of the many that she used to wear when she was into that bracelet phase.
Yeah. Like candy. Okay.
Please roll your perception and awareness.
Perception and awareness. What is my difficulty?
6.
6.
Mm-hmm. Another
I
4.
like that.
Wow. Or might even be more. Nope, just 4. Okay. 4 successes. Very, very good. You are zoned in. And when you bent over to pick up the bracelet, you saw the passageway hidden by a trick of the light. It's small and narrow. But like those years before, you can still fit.
I mean, I can do a little shimmy shake through there. Just a little slide, you know?
Give me a willpower roll. This is very confining.
Is there a DP mod or no?
Same 6.
Oh, the difficulty?
Yeah. No DP mod, difficulty 6.
Gotcha. Oh, okay. I don't like that red box.
No, it scares me too. But 2 successes. You muster up the courage and you push forward. You press further in, and the darkness feels encompassing. It gets harder to breathe. The pressure builds until you slip and you feel like you're falling for a short moment. Then there you are. 18-year-old Jezebel, newly awakened, dancing in this hidden cave, showing off to your best friend, Sunny. There are drugs, booze, and a cell phone blasting the latest tunes. It's your own private party. You even brought some battery-powered LEDs, but to your amusement, something in the rocks glow.
Something in the rock is glowing?
Yeah. Reminds you of those bioluminescent things that you've heard about on the Discovery Channel or in some book that you once read.
That's cool as hell. Can I touch it?
Yeah.
Like if I touch it, can I paint it on my forehead?
You do.
Sorry, that's cool as hell.
You and Sunny have been experimenting a little bit with some body paint and these glowing. You're not even sure what it is, but it's fun. And you've been babbling on about this epiphany that you've had, that at one point you are the whole of the cosmos, that it lives within you. And for her part, Sunny has been trying to keep up. But the acid kicked in, and the walls are glowing, so it's a little too much.
Feel you, girl. I feel you.
Then something about that stupid, silly smile on her face just doesn't sit right with you. Like, she's not taking you seriously. What did you do about that, Jesse?
You're not taking me seriously? And I'm on acid too, right? I'm gonna. You have to listen to me, Sonny. You have to listen. Like, this is very important. It's very important, this epiphany of mine.
It's bullshit.
Sonny, it's
No.
not bullshit.
It's bullshit.
Explain yourself. How dare you?
All of cosmos, time, and space lives within me. No, the best you can do. Look, I've seen crazy shit, crazier shit than what you're describing. You can't even pick up a pencil with your brain. Come on.
I can't pick up a pencil with my brain, but I
And you
can
can't
read your
convince-
brain.
You can read my mind.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure.
Whatever.
Think of a color right now.
She thinks of a color. What color do you think she's thinking?
Pink.
Lucky guess.
You can't tell me that that's nothing.
It might be. But
Oh
pink,
yeah, it
come on.
is.
I'm gonna think about pink all the time. I mean,
As
these
you
walls are
should.
kinda-
Pink is an awesome color.
Yeah. Well, okay, fine. Maybe you can read people's minds. There's nothing. That's not even that big of a deal.
I'm sorry, telepathy is not a big deal?
No. I mean, sure, you can maybe read people's minds, but can you jump from one point in time to another? Can you see the future? Can you read the past? Can you be in all places at once? You know, if you have the whole cosmos within you, I'd expect more than just some.
Well, I
And
mean,
wavy
yeah,
magic.
if you're looking for superpowers like a dope.
I'm not looking for superpowers. I'm just.
Are you
looking
sure?
for
Because
more.
jumping from one point in space to another point in space or time or what have you, reading the future, reading the past, I don't know that anybody could do that. But just because the cosmos is within me doesn't mean I have to understand it. Do you understand the cosmos?
Yeah, apparently not.
You see? Come on, Sonny. I wouldn't tell you if it was bullshit, you know?
Just seems a little ridiculous that you would. I've been trying this my whole life.
Is that a hint of sour grapes, my love?
You can think of it whatever you want.
I give her a big sloppy kiss on the forehead. It'll come when it comes, Sonny. It's not an indictment on you that you didn't hear it or whatever. Like, it's just, it happens when it happens.
Right. It's getting cold in here.
It is. You want my jacket?
Keep it. It's fine.
Well, here, how about a hug? That'll warm you up.
She's just there for a bit, just taking some of the comfort. Then she stares at the wall. You see it. Some of the light grows dim. And the shadows kind of grow, start reaching out at you. and Sunny.
Are they corporeal? Can I touch them?
You can try.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
You go to try and interact with this strange new thing. It might be the acid talking. Who knows?
Yeah.
Could be fun. Play with the shadows. But you can't touch them. But they keep moving. They sway. Reach out and they seem to caress Sunny's cheek. She kind of looks at that. She touches herself. And then whatever it is on the wall, the shadows that are projecting from you don't know where, kind of suck into Sunny and they engulf her. Time slows. You can feel, you can see the drops of water coming from the top of the cave slow down, almost stop.
Uh, S- Sunny is sitting and being engulfed by the shadows right now,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't touch them.
You can't touch them. But she
Can I?
looks up and her eyes, seemingly black orbs.
Wow.
She laughs.
Is this what you want, Sunny?
What I want. You stupid bitch.
Yeah.
You slink and you writhe and dance around and you claim power that's not even yours. This
So
is
whose
power.
is it?
This is my power. I can be the true mistress of time. I can be queen of the world.
Why would you want to be?
Why wouldn't I?
What makes you
Everything
think
that you-
you'd get it right?
As long as it's mine, it'll be right. You can keep your parley tricks. I seek eternity.
Seek eternity. Yeah, this isn't Sunny. Um, do I have to beat your ass to get you off my best friend?
I'd like to see you try.
Let's go, bitch.
What do you do?
I shake Sunny like as hard as I can to see if I can dislodge the thing from her. Just to see if it'll like dislodge at being shaken. But if not, I'm just going to punch it in the stomach.
Okay. You go to make that punch, and there is a moment where you feel like you're about to make that contact, and in a flash, Sunny is not next to you. She's 5 feet away.
Oh, time and space. Okay, so the cosmos is within you then. Does it feel good?
More than you could ever imagine. True power, not some silly mind games.
I don't know, Sonny. I've never had anything wrong with silly little mind games. It's definitely better than being whatever the fuck it is you are.
We'll see. She turns to go to the exit.
I'm gonna follow. Because I know that this is gonna be a problem.
Sunny is there. She is seemingly awakened. Your own perceptions, you can see the telltale sparkle that you've seen in yourself and Aunt Mabel and a few others. Not many. You're still young. But now there's these black, dark motes around her aura. Something's not right. She's not herself. There is something more.
Yeah.
And before she can step out of the cave, you make the decision. You're going to help Sunny.
Period.
You're going to reach into her mind and you're going to fix this.
Yes, baby, let's go.
How do you do it?
I think I want to like try to get into her mind and pry the thing, whatever it is, the shadows, pry it off. Because I feel like it's like a blanket. If I just rip it off, it'll go away.
You instinctively reach out and you enter her mindscape. Here, unlike the passage of time or the fluidity of space, this is your playground. She may have had some training, but you have the raw talent and power. And in her mind, you see two figures. Two idealized forms of Jezebel, or of Sunny. I keep doing that. Of Sunny. And you construct the means to erase this. She is clearly not thinking this through. There is something that is a part of her that shouldn't be. It's not in line with the teachings of the Code of Ananda, and is definitely not what you know to have been taught. It scares you. You can't take away someone's awakening. Can you?
I don't want to, but is there a way to separate them?
Maybe. You think about this. Is this...
But-
Good.
Sorry, you said there's two idealized versions of Sunny.
Mm-hmm.
Do they look different?
They do. One is... One is a being of light and joy. And the other more misery and darkness. Both have power. Both can exist simultaneously. But one is not your friend.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I don't want to eliminate her access to like being upset or being angry or whatever. I don't want to stifle her emotionally.
Mhm.
But this is this isn't right. Like, this isn't her. Can I talk to the miserable version of her?
Yeah, absolutely. What do you want to say?
Hi. I don't know if you know me. I'm Jezebel. I'm Sunny's best friend, and I'm
I'm
curious,
Sunny's best friend.
what makes you say that? Because I feel like you're lying.
I feel like you're lying. You are nothing but lies. I
Me?
bring truth.
Oh yeah, you got to go. Yeah. I'll I don't want to emotionally stifle her, but that thing is a perversion of what she's feeling, and I don't. So that needs to be eliminated.
Okay. You I'll put it to you. In the history of events, you, in this moment, in this frantic, my friend is in danger moment, fixed the problem.
Yeah.
You erased this memory of darkness, these feelings of inadequacy and jealousy and
Yeah.
the misery that it brings. And but do you, as Jezzy today, still believe that was the right thing to do?
No, I think it was a panic response because 18-year-old Jezzy was newly awakened. Like, I didn't know what I was doing. And this was something that was bigger, could have been bigger than me. And if I'm newly awakened and I don't know I don't know my own strength or what have you, then more than likely I did a hack job. And that's pretty shitty because I'm not playing with like a toy. This is somebody's mind, somebody's consciousness, somebody's private space for them and them alone. So, no, I don't think it was the right thing to do, but I didn't know what else to do.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And with this information, this revelation of this important moment to you as Jezebel, because history shows that Sunny remained awakened, felt that she had a blackout moment, but woke up following day safe and secure with newfound understanding of the universe. How different would she have been had you let her leave? How much more opportunity would she have had to explore those darker sides and maybe get a handle on it on her own?
Yeah.
You don't know. But here in this moment, you're deciding what you should have done. And you, Jesse of today, realize maybe I should let her out of the cave. Not
Yeah.
all misery is forever. Not all darkness is all consuming. So it's choice time. Do you let her out of the cave? Keep her here. keep her safe.
That's hard. That's hard. Okay. Let me just think out loud real quick. Cause okay. If I keep Sunny in this cave, Sunny is safe, Sunny remains awakened, and Sunny remains happy. But that's manufactured by me, not necessarily because she came to that conclusion or that realization or have you on her, which is when it'll stick. I mean, I don't want to manipulate my friend into doing anything. And what this was ultimately was manipulation. I'm scared of what's going to happen if I let her out of the cave, but I'm not going to deny her the right to find it out for herself. So yeah, I'm going to let her out of the cave.
You make this decision, and the cave, gone. The water, gone. Everything. The night sky fades. And there you are, Snake Tongue Point, on your yoga mat, finishing up your meditation. And you have an overwhelming sense of confused bliss, but you feel wiser. You have gained insight.
Child of light, do not fear. You are capable of so much. And you can trust that those you love are capable as well.
Yeah.
This new insight, this new wisdom, is now going to be reflected on your character sheet in the form of a new dot of arete. And you can spend the 24 points of experience to do so.
Schniggities! Oh, schniggities! Oh, yeah! Woo! Okay. 76 minus 52.
Yep, that brings you to 52.
My evil plan.
Your plan is working. This decision does. You have decided, to be clear, that you are going to unlock this memory for Sunny. When you do that, you don't know what will happen, but you know that it is something that you must do. The wisdom comes first. The action will come later. Yay, enlightened Jezzy. I liked it.
Enlightened Jezzy Jeepers.
You do have this opportunity if you'd like, because, well, you know what? We'll hold it for a later time. I think growing in your expertise, in your wisdom, is quite a bit. We'll worry about the other experience points a later time.
Okay.
Because you got lots to think about. You can do a lot of things. Plus, we got a few more things to go over before much more.
Do you mind if I go put my food in real quick?
We can take a small break, absolutely.
Yeah. I'll only be 2 seconds.
No worries.
My food
Okay.
is in the oven.
No problem. Okay.
Can't believe I got another air attack. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. That's big.
So cool.
Hey, it's
That's so, it looks so pretty on my character sheet.
4 dots, not 3.
It looks so pretty, man. I can vibe with this. Here for it.
Okay. I am here for it too. It's long overdue. You've been saving up those points. So, after the revelation, Jezzy has now fought off several demons as of late. It is now January. The New Year's party on the commune was a straight banger. You danced with everyone, Mike was there, and though awkward, seemed to have a really good time. The rift between the Night Hunters and Mabel is still fresh, but you have ideas on how to deal with that. It may take time to rebuild that trust. Anea also seems to have embraced some newfound strength, and with the help of the Cabal, you are starting to build the resources for the library. Go ahead and roll your Arete, difficulty 6.
Yes. Let's do it. Hey.
Okay, not bad. Still 1. Could have been worse. You could have had no successes.
It could have been worse, yeah. And I would have had 2 successes if it weren't for that pesky little one.
Yeah, like Scooby Doo.
Exactly.
All that said, this is a collective thing, so all of it will add together. On an early January Wednesday, the Theater of the Mind Advisory Board has summoned you to meet with them. Well, some of them. With how things ended with the Home Guard solution, many of them didn't really seem to see the point in meeting with you. But a small handful still want to have that debriefing. You go to the cubbyhole, the Conjurer's cubbyhole, and they pull you into a nice room. Nothing too new. It's actually pretty old. But there is a computer monitor and a couple of seats around a table. And once you're let in, it doesn't take long before Malcolm, Animus Fox, some person you've never seen before, who looks fab, bald head, good makeup, great, well dressed. They introduce themselves as Sage Nova. And Malcolm turns on the computer monitor, and there is a symbol that lights up when the person behind it speaks, and she introduces herself as Fandot. But the symbol is a series of slashes and like from the keyboard, and apparently that's the pronunciation of her name, Fandot. And they do have some questions for you. Animus Fox, of course, is always cheerful to see you. It's like, hi, how you doing, Jezzy? It's good to see you again.
Good to see you too, Animus.
She's a good egg. Everybody here, I just want to let you know that she's a good egg. She helped, and that's my testimony. Malcolm's like, yes, Jezebel is fantastic and very, very capable. We're very glad that she was here. And we've already gone over the reports and everything. We know everything that pretty much happened, but we just have some more specific questions in certain regards. Um, so, this is not a tribunal or even close. This is just us asking questions and trying to fill in a few different details. Um, so, I mean, so I'm gonna. I don't have any other questions personally. I honestly, I think you guys did a wonderful job. But and this is Sage Nova speaking. I do have more questions. Do you feel you were justified in the ending the life of those walkers? They stare into you. You can feel it. Like you've felt mind effects. They are
Mhm.
reaching further than like you've ever really felt. They're not reading your mind. They're reading your soul.
Oh wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's invasive. I mean, howdy do to you too, I suppose, but justified. Do I feel justified in ending the life of walkers?
Of anyone, but specifically those members of the Home Guard solution.
I don't feel justified in ending anyone's life. It's not like I go around killing people for sport. Um, that is a last resort at the absolute worst. However, if a situation comes down to the point where it's my life or someone else's, I'm choosing my life every time. My life and the lives of the ones that I care about every single time. And I don't know if that justifies what I did, but I'm not sorry for it and I'd do it again.
Do you elevate your importance over theirs?
Of course not.
Do you believe that they had become stuck or stagnant? Was there any help for them?
I would like to say yes, but I believe that if you walk a path of hatred on purpose, then what comes to you is what comes to you. Now, I'm not saying that they deserve to be killed or that they didn't deserve to be given another chance, but it's not my job to give them another chance, it's theirs. They chose to walk that path. They chose to join the home. They chose to welcome those owl assholes to our world and to hurt and and terrorize people who were already disenfranchised by the system itself. So, sure, in a nebulous sort of way, there was hope for them. They were stagnant and they needed empathy and all that. But functionally, the harm that they did, especially in combination with coming after us for no good reason in trying to defend these people, I don't really care if they had a second chance at redemption, to be honest.
Sage Nova looks at you, smiles actually. It's a little off putting. And they. So it was a good death. They look back at Malcolm. You sure she doesn't belong in my group? Could use somebody like her in the Chakravanti. Malcolm's like, No. I mean, it's up to her, honestly, but you're not recruiting her for the Chakravanti. I don't need that. Neither do you. You've got enough assassins on your team. They're not assassins.
Chakravanti.
They're not assassins. They are the will of the universe. Yeah, I know, great. The great wheel, and, I get all that. Fine. We're all being reincarnated, and it's okay if you kill people.
Maybe they'll get it right next time, you know?
Sage Nova nods like she gets it. The screen lights up, and Fan Dot's like, yeah, that's esoteric as fuck, but I'm not dealing with that shit. I actually have other questions. If you guys are done talking about, like, navel gazing type of, you know, weirdness. Malcolm's like, the floor is yours, Fan Dot. What do you have to say? Well, so look, you and your group, you did some funky, wild shit in the digital web, and that's kind of my backyard. And there are some pieces for me that are kind of fitting, but kind of not fitting. So I'm just kind of curious. If you were holistically immersed into the digital web, how the hell did you get out?
We found an exit. We found someone who would provide us with an exit. For a price, of course, but someone who would provide us with an exit. We found a way out.
Okay. I mean, that does ring true with the reports that we got from Techie Pesci and Penny. That douchebag. Why? Well, I don't know how you guys got involved with him, but I would advise to stay away.
That's the plan.
And the equipment that you used, was that your equipment or their equipment?
Their equipment.
Their equipment. Okay. I don't know, Mal. Too many weird things going on the web lately. Got this whole thing that the techie is trying to do. He's reaching into some coffers. He's getting some weird cash flow from somewhere in Asia. Not that we don't have our own resources there, but kind of nervous. Malcolm's like, look, Techie Pesci, which is, by the way, a fantastic name that he's taken on. I think it really does speak to that asshole's personality. What do you say? Everybody raise hands? Yeah, there we go. See, she agrees. Animus raised his hands too, but he didn't really know or understand any of it. He just knows that you're a good egg. Well, Fandot, what do you think? You think you can wrangle him in? At least keep an eye on Techie? Of course, I always keep an eye on him. Penny's the one you got to worry about. Jezebel, you're not entirely being honest with the price you've had to pay and who you've had to pay it to.
We didn't ask.
They didn't ask. You're correct. But I would still like to see a manipulation and subterfuge roll.
Okay. What's my difficulty?
6.
6. Oh.
Okay.
By the skin of my teeth.
All right. Vandot is like, yeah, yeah. I think I'm done here. Are we done here? Cool. Ready. I gotta go. I gotta raid in like 10 minutes.
Okay, have fun.
Screen goes off. Sage, Sage Nova. They give a bit of a bow. Thank you for your honesty.
I give a deeper bow. Say you're welcome.
You have a good one. Good day. And they walk out with such grace. It's like you swear they weren't even walking on the ground. They just glided past you.
Oh, what a cool person.
Animus, for his part, goes over and he gives you a hug. It's okay.
Yay!
Everything's gonna be okay. Come see the show. Carl misses you.
Yeah, for sure.
We got a new puppet.
Really? What's the
No,
puppet's
it's
name?
an old puppet. It just put on some new makeup.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
just the same, I'd love to see it.
I mean, I'm happy. We're gonna be doing a show over at Mary's place. It'll be fine. For the kids, are gonna love it.
Yeah.
Carl's had a few inputs on it too.
Nice.
See what happens. Anyway, I gotta go. You have a good day. Mal, stop looking at me like that. What are you doing? And he just turns and walks away. Malcolm, for his part, smiles as best he can. He's like, that wasn't bad. Good job.
Thanks. I feel like I just got done taking the SAT or something.
I mean, it isn't as determinative as that, but yes. I mean, small little meet and greet. Sage, I call him Sage. They prefer Sage Nova every time. The whole Sage Nova. Little
I
pretentious.
mean, if I was that cool, I would be just as pretentious.
You think they're cool? Oh man.
Yeah.
I thought I was cool.
I mean, you'll do.
Am I gonna have to prove how?
I mean, to
He
be
looks down
fair,
at his hand. He's like, I could set this whole building on fire.
I believe you. I mean, I did see you walk from a closet to wherever the fuck. So,
I mean, That
that's
wasn't
pretty
me,
cool,
that was
too.
Just the closet, but
kind of closets
some
you've
closets
been
are
living
deeper
in.
than you think.
So, you live in Narnia then. Okay, cool to know.
Wouldn't that be great? No, I unfortunately no longer live in Narnia. There was
No
a time
longer.
one might accuse me of that. Maybe not Narnia itself, but close enough.
Yeah, I feel you.
I appreciate what you've done for Seattle. I think it
Oh,
might be easy to overlook. But I don't think that we would have had a handle on the owls if it was just Enea or Charlie. I think it was something very special about the alchemy of the Night Hunters that allowed us to save and help all these people.
so I don't know. Nay probably could have taken him, but yeah, Charlie too. I don't know. I guess we do work well together.
I've had that feeling since I've met you. The three of you definitely have something. What does Frosty call it? The juice. You've got the juice. Um, and I know what that feels like, having that pressure to do the right thing. It's painful sometimes to stand between the threat and the protected, to be the shield.
I mean, I've gotten shot for my troubles multiple times and it sucked each time. So, yeah, I
Never been
feel
shot.
that. Oh, don't recommend 0 out of 10, never doing it again.
I don't
Hopefully.
let the bullets touch me.
Lucky duck. Everyone's not as cool as you, Mal.
See, I knew it. Knew it. My master Porthos would disagree with my celebration in my own power and the revelry that comes from it, and he may still prove me wrong, but I'm alive, he's not. So,
Yeah, I
granted,
guess that'll do it.
granted, I will state that when he did die, he imploded and took out half a horizon chantry. So that can, yeah, he was
Sounds
impressive.
messy.
It was messy. It was messy. I barely got out. Um, but those are old times. New times. Seattle has been safer with you around. I hope you stick around.
I plan to.
Good. Now, if you don't mind, I have to get back to the chantry, or this place is liable to suck everybody into a parallel dimension. So,
Okay, yeah, do that. Because the last thing I need is to go to a parallel dimension by myself.
yeah, always bring friends.
Yeah,
That's my last
exactly.
advice. And he stands up, takes his cane, and hobbles out. And it's strange to watch somebody that you can feel. You know what paradox feels like. You know when backlash is going to happen. You know when reality is going to slap you back. It feels like him just stepping out into the material world surrounding Seattle. Him just stepping out of his own little sanctum. Reality wants to slap back really hard.
Wow. Yeah, I can see that. Walking from a closet to Narnia to wherever the hell. Yeah.
Just his very presence welcomes paradox.
Well, I don't need more of that. So. Love you,
Fortunately
Malcolm,
enough,
but good to see the end of it.
fortunately, it seems to be centered around him. So as he leaves, you can breathe a little easier.
Be right back.
No worries. Welcome back.
Thanks, man.
Oh, so it has been a cold winter, and many people in Seattle have not been as fortunate as many of us. After the rush of awakened politics and emergencies, you and the Night Hunters have found a nice groove of research, assistance, and personal time. You haven't let off on the gas, you're still on the streets, helping where hands are needed most. It is probably early to mid April. what has Jezzy been doing in these quieter months?
I think I have been looking for other. I would like to think that I've been in communication with all of the Night Hunters, of course, but with
Yeah,
Carl
absolutely.
especially,
Yeah.
um, about the library project,
Yes.
because that's someplace that I can focus my energy. Um, I would like to have been looking for other archives or stores of information that we could potentially get copies of, or maybe even add to the amalgam that we're creating.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, definitely a lot of research on that end.
Lovely. I love my new keyboard. It doesn't click clack nearly as loud as before. Um, I can actually now write some notes. Okay. Um, in this time period, you found the time to speak with Mabel?
Yes,
Okay. When did you do that?
at the beginning of the new year.
Okay. So very close to the conversation that we just had.
Yeah.
Okay. How did you approach her? How do you approach her?
So January 1st,
Right after the new year.
right after the new year. Um, I go to her house in the morning. Before she's awake or before she's come downstairs for the day.
Mhm.
Um, and I start cooking. I'm gonna make us her favorite breakfast with some coffee and fresh squeezed orange juice.
Okay. You sneak into Mabel's house, into the kitchen, prepare the meal and the orange juice. It is really early. Earlier than you're ever really used to. But the aroma overtakes the house, and it isn't long before Mabel ventures down to investigate. Something certainly smells good in here.
Hi, Aunt Mabel.
Hello. How are you, Jezzy?
Doing okay. How are you?
I am about to be doing very well, apparently. Look
Yeah,
at
you
all of
are.
this. This is fantastic.
um, I am gonna be honest with you.
That's
Um,
the best policy.
yeah, it is. The new year makes me want to let go of old turmoils. And I think I think that we need to talk. So,
I I
breakfast,
agree.
you know.
Yeah. Nothing better than a heavy conversation over orange juice and breakfast.
Well, better to get it out of the way.
Indeed.
Um I understand that you were doing what you thought was best. And I understand now that, I've gotten the chance to speak with her. I understand that Jennifer was also doing what she thought was best. But I have two things that I just cannot get out of my head. The first, you have always been my main confidant, my rock, the person that I go to for everything. And I know that, like, you're my aunt and everything, but I thought that you at least considered me capable enough or good enough, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how to word it, but you considered me enough that you would have been honest with me too. 'Cause I'm always honest with you. And the fact that that didn't happen hurts my feelings. And it made me sad and angry for a very long time. The second thing is that I want to be clued in at the very least on things that people are doing for me if it puts them in mortal danger. Because if if things had gone wrong, if the worst had happened, goddess forbid, right? That that regardless of how many different ways a person told me it wasn't my fault, it would feel like it was my fault. And I don't want to be entered into a situation where I can have that guilt on my conscience without my consent. I don't think that's fair. Um, I guess I had one more thing. I just have to get it all out, otherwise, you know. The third thing is I know now that in the long run, I cannot depend on you to hold me steady. And that's not an indictment on you. It simply is, right? It's like pushing a baby bird out of the nest. I have to be able to fly on my own. And I also need to be able to find my own center and center myself. I can't depend on you for that because ultimately lying by omission feels like a betrayal and I'm not sure how to move forward from that. But I am also grateful because I feel like this is a conversation I've needed to have with myself for a very long time. So for better or worse, even when you're pissing me off, you're still teaching me shit. So breakfast, you know?
Mabel quietly consumes the breakfast as you unload your decompressed thoughts. And she acknowledges that and she puts down her fork and takes a sip of the orange juice. That must have been very hard to say. And for my part, I never wanted to leave you in the dark. I act oftentimes on what I see, and what I saw told me, and maybe I should have had more faith, but it told me that you and Anea and Charlie were not working fast enough. That the danger of a man like that terrorist, Ned Calhoun, was only going to gain power and was only going to use it poorly. My vision gave me the clarity that you had the skills and the power to end the threat before it became too big for you to end the threat. But without putting Jennifer in the mix, I feared it was going to be too late. It was a risk, a gamble. It may not have been fully necessary, but I had to act. And I had to trust you and your righteous anger to finish that. And my hope was that you would be able to stop things before someone like Jennifer would be hurt. In this case, she still was hurt, but not destroyed. And countless others that I don't even know the faces or voices of. I'm proud that you were able to call me out on my bullshit. And proud that you were able to find a way to solve the problem before it became a bigger problem. Sorry it had to go the way it did. But you're not wrong. I was yeah, I was that.
You know, you don't. You can trust me with that kind of stuff. And for what it's worth, you don't have to bear the burden of the vision and these feelings alone. That's what the hell I'm here for.
Yeah. Yes, I thank you. It's been a long time since I've had to do anything in this world beyond take care of my students. Maybe it's a little bit more time that I can let you take care of me some.
Yes. That's the point of a commune. That's the whole point. We have to take care of each other, man. Come on.
Also, wisdom doesn't always come, you know, with age. Sometimes it comes to you when you're really young and smart.
I love you, Aunt Mabel.
I love you too, darling.
Good breakfast, huh?
You're gonna have to tell me how you did this. I mean, it was a little more butter than usual, but that's fine. My heart can take it.
The best things in life come with extra butter. It's a
You're
fact.
not wrong. Now, if only I could teach you how to wield time, you could make this in half.
I mean, I'm always eager to learn something new.
Perhaps. Maybe after the winter.
Yeah.
We'll see if you've always had trouble understanding that how time works. But maybe
It is a little wibbly wobbly.
well, not for all of us.
Everyone's not as cool as you, Aunt Mabel.
I feel you're gonna have this conversation with somebody else as well about how cool they are. I'm
Yeah.
not quite sure why this keeps coming up. You finish your breakfast and you've had this conversation, and yes, you've aired the grievances, and you should have gotten a Festivus poll for it, but you didn't. It's too late now. It's past. But you do feel the air is a bit lighter. You hope that this is the step to building back that trust.
Yeah. Said
Doesn't all
really
come
like
at
to be
once.
able to trust him out.
But it's a great first step. The months continue. What else do you do in this 3-month-ish time span?
Honestly, a party, man.
Party.
It's been so long since I've just gotten the chance to go to the Lakashim and dance around.
You do. You dance around, you have a great time, you experiment with everything that you can without reaching too far.
And always responsibly.
Very
Never
responsibly.
driving
Uber.
a car again. Yes.
Uber all day long. There's a reason why you only have 0 dots in drive. Yeah. It's been a kind of a restorative, peaceful time. And in April, probably for like the first week, a little bit at the end of the end of March, leading into April, strange luminal activity appeared in the sky. It seems to look and act a bit like the Aurora Borealis, but it's not behaving normally. First off, it's far too south, having been seen above Seattle. And second, it does not seem to follow the path of Earth's magnetic field. It's following its own unknown pattern. And you have been informed that the advisory board is looking into this phenomenon. But all of Seattle's cabals are on high alert. Charlie is spooked.
Hmm.
On this day in early mid April, where are you?
Is it 420?
It's too early for 420.
It's too early for 420.
Not quite 420.
Where am I?
Yeah. Where are you? And
What
who are
time
you
of
with?
day is it?
Anytime you want.
Anytime I
Let's
want?
say it's getting closer to the evening. The sun hasn't quite gone down yet, but it's on the slide.
I am at Sunny's yoga studio, waiting for her to get off, so we can go and head home.
Okay. You're Capitol Hill area then.
Mm-hmm.
The yoga studio that she's working at is, at this point, you've been at the other studio. That one is more private, more for the Sahajiya and guests. This is a little bit more public. This is where you could possibly find sleepers that might be good recruits, that sort of thing. It's getting later in the afternoon, and as Sunny is walking out the glass front, well, no, it's not glass. As she's opening the door and exiting the building to meet your smiling, bright face, the sky erupts in a flash. You quickly turn around and you look to the west, and you see streaks falling from above. A massive form of, you don't even know what it could be made of, but it's shrouded in smoke and flame. And you track it as it hurls towards the horizon, beyond your vision. Then a minute later, you hear the klaxons. Emergency sirens are crying out from all directions. And you can feel the earth rumble. And you can see and feel the buildings sway.
Oh shit.
What are you doing?
Mm. Shit. I can't not go look. I can't not. I have to go see it. I am texting the group chat. I'm
trying, yeah.
texting the Night
Yeah.
Hunters group chat. Hey, I don't know if you guys saw that, whatever the
WTF.
fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna go take a peek over there. And I'm gonna tell Sunny that I'll meet her at home.
So I was like, whoa, wait a minute. I could come with you.
You could. But if things get titchy and I tell you to leave, you have to leave.
If I tell you to leave, you leave.
Fine, whatever. Let's go.
As you run, you can feel the earth shaking. Cracks form in the ground nearby, and you hear a sound in above, and you look, and even more is falling from the sky. This time closer, seemingly falling into the Puget Sound itself, between Seattle, Vashon Island. And it is awe-inspiring to see the water slowly gather and rise and keep rising. 300 feet. This wall of water extending, crashing into Seattle towards the city. There are explosions. It's pandemonium.
God. It's the end of the goddamn world.
It may be. But you've got your best friend by your side, and you will face that together. Next time.
Oh! No! Wait! Wait! Wait, come back! Oh, shit! Oh, god damn it. That was fun.
Yeah, I had a great time. Thank you.
That was really fun. Caught me off guard, that. I think the best part was the conversation with Aunt Mabel. For sure.
Yeah, absolutely. For sure.
I think so.
A little bit of closure, a little bit of, heartfelt everything. You got a seeking. Yeah,
I did.
You had some good times. And,
Mhm.
The end of the world. So.
The end of the world. No big deal. No big deal. Just a little apocalypse between friends.
Yep.
Yeesh.
So far, I've run that for everybody. The end of the world.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. So, it'll be fun going into book 6 when we do that. We're not going to do a session on Monday because that's going to be me and Bill's private session. But possibly the following Monday. Maybe the Monday after if things get a little wonky, but yeah, that's probably
Well,
when we'll
either
have
way, I'll be here.
more group stuff at that point. But
Yeah.
it was good to have the private stuff, especially for the seeking. And now you have that for Arete. I may, since you do have quite a bit of experience built up. We may, I mean, you can look into it, figure out what you want to spend it on, and get back
Ooh.
to me.
Yeah, I have ideas.
Yeah. So in the player resources is the what's it called? Holy crap! Where'd it go? No, that's my sorry. Player resources underneath not combat. My God, I got everything. Oh, experience costs. Yeah. That's got the explanation for how much it costs to raise any of those type of traits. So that'll give you ideas. And like I said, just get back to me on how you would want to spend your experience points, and we'll figure that out.
Okay.
You currently have what, 52? So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and we'll go from there. But this was fantastic. Thank you for trusting me and having fun, or at least allowing us to have fun.
I had fun. This was awesome.
But we'll catch you next time. We'll be in touch, and we'll figure out when the next session will be. And like I said, get back in touch with me about how you want to spend those points.
Okay.
All right, fantastic. Thank you again. I gotta go. I'm sure I got food somewhere. So have a good.
See you later.
All right, thank you. You have a good one.
You too.